I got an email from his lawyer with NDA offering me £20,000 to never speak on anything that's happened in our relationship. It just all felt wrong. I didn't want to sign it. I said I'm not going to sign it.
I'm Tamana Rahman. I'm a journalist. I want to know why so many women are telling me the music industry isn't a safe place for them to work.
So essentially he said to your friend, if you have sex with me, I'll give you a contract.
I was in the studio and a guy flashed his dick.
It all just hit me at that moment that I just thought, this is the moment that I'm gonna be raped.
In the middle of my investigation, a woman's accusing her famous ex on Instagram. Oh God. A musician called Emo Baby has put up on her Insta allegations of violence against her ex-boyfriend, musician OCTAVIAN.
I've been going out with this girl for 3 years. I've never, ever, ever been abusive to her. In fact, I've been quite the opposite. She's filming, so obviously she's going to act in a certain way if she wants to keep it as evidence. If she's plotting against me, she's a certain type of person. If she waits until before my album to drop a video of me being angry in a relationship, which we all are, and then says underneath that I'm an abuser, and then she puts random bruises up, and then people believe that.
OCTAVIAN had won the BBC's Sound of 2019. He was signed to a major label, Black Butter Records, which is part of the Sony empire. I'm calling the boss of Black Butter Records, Henry Village, to find out what they're doing about it. I was going to say, are you planning on still releasing his album tomorrow? You're not releasing his album tomorrow. OCTAVIAN's ex cancelled his album just before it was due to launch. But I have questions. Why that day? Why so public? It seems like there's more to this story, and I've got an exclusive interview with Emo Baby, real name Hannah, to try and find out more.
And he kind of pushed me onto the floor, like grabbed me by my face and threw me backwards, kicked me, threw me into the balcony door. There was like a chunk out of my hand that ripped, and my lip was burst and I had just several bruises.
She threatened to accuse him online. Then she heard from OCTAVIAN's lawyers.
I got an email from his lawyer with NDA offering me £20,000 to never speak on anything that's happened in our relationship, never tell any publications, never tell any family, never tell any friends, never say anything bad about OCTAVIAN or his career or anything at all, really. Delete all photos, all evidence, all videos. It just all felt wrong. I didn't want to sign it. I said I'm not going to sign it.
I've seen evidence OCTAVIAN's music management were involved. They deny it, and sources suggest they believed his side of the story. Hannah thinks OCTAVIAN's career just came first.
They just wanted to keep me quiet and make sure that it doesn't affect money or tarnish his reputation.
In summer 2020, Hannah took action. She threatened to sue OCTAVIAN for damages and talk to the press.
A friend of a friend put me in touch with a lawyer, and the legal letter very clearly stated the claims of physical, emotional, psychological abuse against me, and stated the evidences that we had.
She wanted his record label to see the letter too, so she copied in Black Butter boss Henry Village.
So it was a very clear statement to say, you're now being made aware that this is what your artist has been doing. This is the music that he's making about what he's doing.
She sent the letter months before she went public with the same allegations, but Black Butter didn't drop OCTAVIAN back then. When I asked them why, they say they were not provided with evidence at this time and were assured by OCTAVIAN and his management that the claims weren't true. 2 weeks later, Hannah was back with OCTAVIAN. She withdrew her complaint and told them to ignore the letter. Black Butter say it was therefore reasonable to assume that they were dealing with their relationship issues themselves.
He was showing me all these paintings he'd been doing to deal with his anger management. He was so gentle, so sincere, so compassionate, and I fell for it.
In September, 2 months before she accused him on Insta, parts of the record industry did act. His manager and publicist quit. Black Butter say they paused work on his album while they tried to understand the situation. OCTAVIAN posted on Instagram, and it seemed he'd admitted to hurting her. But with OCTAVIAN's socials making it look like the album was still going to come out on schedule, Hannah decided to force the issue. Why did you decide to put photographs
and video and a statement on Instagram?
It's powerful, it makes a difference, and it sends shocks, but the right kind of shocks. For example, I wanted people to be afraid to enable people like this in the music industry. I wanted people to really think about whose pockets they're putting money into.
Do you think the industry is responsible for what happened?
They're not responsible for what happened, but they're responsible for letting it continue to a margin and a scale that's left me pretty traumatized and scarred for the rest of my life. Had someone ever told him, even once, what you're doing is wrong, we wouldn't be where we are. They would rather continue on their way to making him a star and making money from him.
I offered Octavian an interview, but he declined. In a statement, he said, "I wholly deny Hannah's allegations, which are only one grossly distorted side of a troubled relationship. I have not been violent or coercive towards Hannah, and I am not a misogynist." Black Butter told me they have acted reasonably and properly.